say go through the night. Al Bernadette not with courage they fight. Ridgely, Marlena, and Toomba on deck. Against the order, they won't break a sweat. A world full of darkness, but heroes stand tall. Battling the shadows, won't let themselves fall. The royal oppression, they aim to break free. In the land of the lost, they're the key. No dragons remain, just a distant memory. But the spirit of fire burns wild and free. These heroes, they push on through the perilous haze. And the world has been shattered, they'll find better days. The orders grip titans, but they'll resist. With every step forward, they'll persist. In the face of danger, they'll never back down. The ultimate treasure, the freedom unbound. As this journey unfolds, they'll conquer their fear. Through the storms and the battles, the ending nears. The order will crumble, the heroes will win. In the wakes of woe, a new world begins. So raise your voice, let the tale be told of the fearless adventures, brave and bold. In the wakes of woe, they'll rewrite the story of a world reborn in all of its glory.
Whoa, whoa, in the wakes of woe, we sail. Fighting the darkness, we will prevail. Our heroes rise up, an unstoppable crew. In the wakes of woe, they'll see it through.
We started the session with everybody waking up, specifically Not Psycho, who awoke via Goliath, who found him in the woods, and the man known as Druid brought Psycho back to the town, took him to the doctor. Meanwhile, Toomba was getting drunk in the tavern, and the rest of the party was starting to wake up. Bernadette went to check on Toomba, and there was a weird voice in his room. When they burst in, there was no one in there, but the window was open, but there was a demonic voice in there. We went outside. We saw Not being carried by Druid through the streets. We ran out to go intercept. Toomba met up with us later, and we all had a conversation with each other in the medicine lodge. Thank you. And which we realized that we were in the future. No, we were in the past.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. We started to figure out what we were going to do when we went back to the inn, and we met Alistair, who was prepping as the air filled with the sounds of howling as devil dogs were about to attack the town. And Druid, who was accompanying us after Bernadette promised to hire him, watched as the town was set upon by these hellhounds. We barricaded ourselves in the inn to wait the attack. Lamp was outside and was killed by the dogs. We brought Marlena back inside. And I think we ended the session with us going through the streets after the initial attack to go speak with the king leader of this tribe, when suddenly El was trying to detect thoughts and ended up using a wild magic to break a magical effect, which woke us up, which we realized was from sleep. We were back in our current time, except the sky had split and there was a merge happening with all these various continents, and the moon was destroyed.
I evaporated the guys that were stealing from us.
That's right. Someone was trying to steal our shit, and Arendelle just murdered them. And which we came... Thank you, Endless, for the sub. 1 second. Thank you, Endless.
Oh, fuck, can I dance too?
Yeah, you can. I was on the plays every time. We were back on our ship. We were trying to figure out what the hell was going on when we came across another vessel that was flying some military colors, which when we came upon them and we saw who was on that ship, Arendelle recognized the leader of the group as Victoria, and Bernadette recognized one of the people on the ship as Barnabas, who was about 15 years older, as we have missed 15 years of time.
I'm a 70-year-old man now.
That's going to be interesting.
That was everything. Did I miss anything?
No. Well, I mean, condensed is fine.
Don't take your inspiration.
I will, because this is going to be a rough-ass session.
We're going to pick up immediately where we left off last session. The two boats are on either side of the turtle. They've attached tow ropes to you, and they seem to be towing you towards this fleet that seems to be waiting. What is everyone doing?
Making my way down from the crow's nest so I don't have to stay up there anymore.
I believe Elle is still down below.
Bernadette is just not sure what to say.
I'll continue to man the ship until it's not necessary anymore.
For Victoria, can the ships anchor themselves to, or not anchor, but bind themselves to either side so that way we are in full control of this vessel?
Yeah, you're still maneuvering the ship.
Okay. Once that's in place, I'll just motion for either their crew to come aboard or for us to come aboard.
Okay. What is everyone... Toomba, are you doing anything, or Druid, while your ship is being towed?
Well, Joy doesn't really know who any of those people are, so he's just vigilant, silently vigilant of what's going on.
What about it, Captain? You're muted, Captain.
Thank you. I was paying attention to Gobble stream, trying to see if it was fixed.
I'm so sorry, I lost all audio. All right, how's that, chat? Can you guys hear now?
Nope.
No.
What the hell?
I heard the fart and I heard Druid talking. I haven't heard anything else.
How odd.
Oh, now I hear me.
Yeah, I can hear him talk.
You hear me?
Cool.
Yes.
Yes,
All right.
yes, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Thank you.
Toomba kind of looking a little, let's say rough for wear mentally. He picks himself and brushes himself off, and he decides he's going to hop over to the other ship and meet this queen that he's heard talked about.
So you're going to jump aboard the ship once it's close enough as well?
Yes.
No, I'm gonna jump while it's still 20 feet away. I'm gonna see if I can make it. Make them 5 feet.
I have to ask these things. I
mean, Toomba could
No, that'd be
make it
fun.
20 feet, but...
That'd be funny. He's like, he makes that little hop and he just flip.
Do I feel that we are boarding the
Are
bridge?
you letting us know that you're boarding, or are you just going off ahead?
He'll go ahead and make a quick mention to the crew. I am going over to meet with their captain. You are assumedly welcome to join me.
Bernadette
I
will
wasn't
walk up to
planning on
you.
asking.
Give me a perception check, or you can take your passive perception at this point if any of you would so wish.
I like the number 17.
I'll roll.
Where's my sheet? Here it is.
Not good, but understandable.
12.
12.
Not the much, but sure, I'll take my passive perception.
I'll take
18.
passive for 16.
But I'm also below deck, so I probably don't get a lot.
I'll let you know. If you wanted to
I'm just listening.
come up.
I can only listen.
Alright, so that's a 17, a 16, and a what?
12.
12.
Sorry, I had to go grab my dice. You all notice that this is not the same world that you know. there's been a lot of significant changes just from the sky above you alone. It looks like the astral sea is almost leaking into the atmosphere. There is no sky, there is no darkness that makes up night. It's a conglomerate and a mixture of nebulas and galaxies and stars and these giant flaming rocks crashing to the surface all over, leaving these streaks and scars across the sky. The sea is rough and savage as it strikes against the ships, and the waves that you're seeing in the distance would make that of the one that you saw in Half Pass even look small, as you can see tsunamis easily forming in the distance.
Do any of them appear to be heading in our general location?
None that would cause immediate panic. The moon, a giant chunk of it has came off of this. The beacon in the distance shining bright, illuminating the sky, almost like a sun that's been placed onto the world.
What is that?
I don't know. Likely, my assumption. This must be that king we've been hearing about. His fault, you know.
How far are we from the other ship?
About 5 minutes before you'll be able to board.
5 minutes. Tuma just waits. Where is my alchemist jug? I could use a little nip.
Do we have a spyglass?
I would say you do. Yeah, all of you, I think, probably would have had one. And
Somewhere in the ship.
Tumba, you find your alchemist jug.
Ah. I am meeting a queen. Perhaps I should keep it classy. I shall go with wine. It makes, I think it's 2 gallons of wine, 4 gallons of wine, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't mind.
When you hold it up and say wine, you
One
don't
gallon.
feel the jug get any heavier.
Now pop it open and look inside.
Splashing the face of the Tor into seawater.
It's empty.
Dum, dum, dum.
I'm gonna
Bernadette,
inspect if it's cracked or not.
Arendelle see this happen. Roll Arcana.
24.
Wow, really bad. 12.
That's enough. You feel that the weave has been tampered with. Something's disrupting the flow of magic here. Arendelle, you picked up on this pretty quickly. It's just now hitting the realization of Bernadette.
Since my magic is kind of the equivalent of a closed circuit or a closed off network, would I still be able to summon my spellbook?
You can attempt.
Yeah, I'll do so. Just kind of snap my fingers and try to make it manifest in front of me.
Did you ask that question last session?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Thank you, Deb.
No.
I had really intense deja vu. You said that exact thing word for word at the end of last session.
I don't think it was last session. I did ask this similarly before, but not last session. I was like session as soon as I came in being.
You summon your spellbook. It doesn't come to you immediately. It's almost hesitant. Typically, it's there when you want it and immediate. It shows up a few seconds after you snap your fingers and extend your palm.
I'll I'm looking over the other ship with the spyglass. I guess I see everyone who's on board that ship.
Yes.
On the surface.
Soldiers donned with blue and gold armor patiently await. Looks like they're prepping a plank to dock onto your ship.
He's on that ship. How is that possible?
You feel a tug on your dress.
I'm just gonna absent-mindedly attempt to cast a prestidigitation spell, just to see if it works.
I'll it down to you, Captain.
It doesn't work anymore, Bernadette. He holds up the jug.
That's the one we bought, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Actually, it would have to be because I don't have it.
Why did I hear a dice roll?
Because I asked the question.
I roll dice.
Loves the dice.
That's concerning.
He loves the clicky clacks.
What were you using prestidigitation to do?
To get rid of the smell of the salty water in there, make it clean.
It works.
Well, at least to some extent, the magical weave has not been completely destroyed.
Can I look over Toomba's alchemy jug? Just to like inspect the runes on it to see if like basically like it should work. It's not damaged.
Yeah, everything looks to be in order with it.
Okay, I rolled a 13, so I look and there's nothing wrong with it. It is not damaged in any way that I can see. Something has happened to magic here.
The weave, it is damaged.
I wonder if I can get a refund from that salesman.
Your ship makes it to the armada at this point. Slowly, the ropes tug on the ship as it creaks and stops, the waves crashing against the sides of the hull.
Tumba hops up on the side railing and puts the jug away as he stands there heroically.
Gangplank is lowered down. You see 4 men secure this large piece of wood, making it somewhat of a makeshift bridge between the vessels.
Cannonball!
Hold on, I got it.
I suppose Victoria will be stepping up on the other side. You have permission to come aboard.
I'm gonna click the button on my movable rod.
Are we not moving currently?
What do you do with the rod?
I just have it in my sleeve right now and see if it. I'm testing all my magic items and see if they still function, basically. Because I just saw that his is defunct at this point.
So you're just
click
gonna
the button on
slide?
As you click the button on the rod, do you like let it go? Do you?
I tried moving my hand.
You can. The rod moves effortlessly.
I'll slide that back into the hidden part of my sleeve.
Oh, that's a shame.
Now I'll notice that we were invited onto their ship, and I'll make my way.
Below deck, you find Jacques sitting in his corner that not prepared for him.
He is dead.
He is void of life.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the axe. Looks kind of old, doesn't it? Well, probably like 15 years wouldn't matter for like 300 years that we just found it.
There's some noticeable rust, and the wood has seen better days.
I pick it up and stuff in my bag. And I just cheers the wall, and I go down with another one.
This time you feel the boat stutter to a stop.
I'm here.
Who is the
That's
captain of this
concerning.
vessel?
So I start to approach the top of the boat.
Raise my hand.
I thought James was gonna say something.
Arendelle just kind of does this as he pulls his hood back down.
Well met, Captain. You have quite suddenly arrived on the shores of Bullseye Bay.
Yes, we aren't sure how we got here, honestly. He hops down from the railing onto y'all's ship.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
shit.
You fail it,
Trying
you
to
trip.
kill me.
You fail it, your head explodes.
What? But that's willpower. How would head explode from that?
Yes.
11.
As your feet touch the deck of the ship, you vaporize.
What?
You all see Toomba turn to dust.
Oh.
Toomba, I'll DM you.
Okay.
Well,
I was just-
bird gone.
I was just about to take a step and I just stopped.
I didn't know we were playing with Gary Gygax today.
Does okay.
Everyone would be shocked at this.
Well, Captain is dead.
I will. Oh God. Victoria's going to look at Arendelle. Did
I
you
look
have
really tired.
Did you have something to do with this?
Just point up.
That? I'm afraid not. I would love to boast of such a feat, albeit it was done very crudely.
I doubt that. That has been a continuous problem for the last decade and a half.
What? Are you saying this has been here for 15 years?
I'm just looking at this power too much fucking vaporized on my ship.
No, don't worry about that. He's probably fine. Seems like we were gone for a bit longer than expected. Sorry. Well, I'm not sure if I feel safe stepping onto your vessel. Seeing as that just happened. Perhaps you should come onto ours.
Would I, DM?
Would Victoria?
Dust blows up in the wind and blows into Arendelle's face.
Ugh, disgusting.
I would have. Do I have a spellcaster on this ship? I want someone to investigate what the hell just happened.
You have an artificer.
Master Widowfic, can you explain what just happened?
He reaches down and pulls up his librarian glasses, puts them on his face.
Well,
He has no idea.
in my professional opinion, my lady, no. I have no idea as to what just occurred. But I can say that it was quite terrifying and I am unnerved.
A valid assessment. I've never seen this shit before, right?
Dragon turtle.
You've seen Arendelle been vaporized, but not like that.
I'm getting to that.
At this point in the war, Victoria's seen quite a few people vaporized.
Just by stepping onto a ship like that?
Any number of things.
Do I have any idea what would cause that, or it's just?
The cause of it hasn't been found yet.
I'll just pick up like a lantern or something, and just like toss it over to their ship to see what happens.
Roll strength.
The rat is coming up to the top deck now, beer in hand.
Clocks Ruby in head.
I should just aiming for like the deck on the other ship.
I mean,
but we'll see.
Yeah, sure. I want to do this.
That'd be fucking.
I want to give myself disadvantage because I'm drunk.
Just walking up there, it's like, all right, ready to face the nuke.
Strength check. Dirty 20.
Oh.
30, 20. Okay, let's see if I... Shall we say below 10?
Sure, call that.
Looks like below.
I'll let you make that call.
Okay. Below 15. Let's say below 15. Disadvantage, by the way. Below 15? Okay, I guess it splatters on my feet.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Zero.
Oh.
Oh, wait, that's a check. That's a check. I mean, it's basically the same thing, so just count that.
18.
The same thing happens to L. I'll DM you.
Oh, I guess my beard just fucking collides with the floor and splashes.
Alright, I believe we are being magically attacked.
Could I make some kind of arcana check to figure out what the fuck is happening? Is this the telltale sign of someone being disintegrated? Or is this perhaps residue left behind of someone being moved from one place to another?
I'll let you roll for it.
Sure.
That is a very inquisitive roll.
It's a 22 on arcana.
It is residue of... Let me check the school. One moment.
Yeah, take your time, take your time.
I'm expecting conjuration or divination.
I'm assuming conjuration. If it's evocation, I'm assuming you're dead.
Or necromancy.
It is.
necromancy is-
It is residue of conjuration magic.
Huh. Well, I suppose the captain's not dead. And I also suppose it doesn't matter where we talk now.
That just begs the question, with all the dust blowing around, what is that? Did we lose stuff? Did we lose hair?
You lose life, you die. The end. No more game.
You wouldn't happen to have seen this happen before, would you, Victoria?
Not this consistently. And I'll look around. No one is to board that vessel, interact with it until we figure out what's going on.
Excellent suggestion. Oh, deepest apologies.
I take a curtsy bow.
It has been a long time, Madam Victoria.
As always, Arendelle, it's Lady Victoria. And I am surprised that you're alive.
Debatable.
Says I rise back to my feet.
I have something for you, though I'd rather get out of the way before we continue anything else.
Says I.
Druid, roll a wisdom saving throw.
I whip a piece of paper out. It's an envelope.
I took the liberty of putting them all in one, because I was tired of carrying around a bag of them.
I just hand it to you.
Smart.
I'll have Druid roll first.
17.
Druid disappears in a puff.
Actually, just stared and just explodes.
Yeah, just like stare and disappear.
She just
What the hell?
What is happening?
It's almost like a breeze that blows in, and as the wind passes over Druid's body, they
I'm starting to think that this is targeted.
fade.
That's true. As I said, I would like to get this to you before we are all, shunted. Please take it.
Victoria will reach over the railing and take it.
As you make contact with the paper, Arendelle,
It's a what save?
wisdom.
23.
The paper is passed.
Did I just feel a magical sense just kind of wash over me?
The screaming is no longer in your head.
Freedom!
That's concerning.
Does that mean you're boneless?
Yep. I just kind of fall to the floor, a pile of gelatinous flesh. Yep.
Bernadette, what are you doing?
Bernadette's eyes are fixed on one person, and her nails just digging into the railing of the ship as she's too afraid to go onto that other vessel with what's happening.
Barnum is just kind of hunched over the spot where the penguin just kind of evaporated, trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. He hasn't even looked over the other ship yet.
Yeah.
He has a nice beard now, like a really nice, thick beard. Tis white, though.
Yeah. God, I think that's when when Arendelle leaves and she's like the last one on the ship, right? I'll just.
Oh, I still went.
Or is he still here?
He managed to stay, but something changed about him. Do you notice Nod is also gone, and Marlena?
Oh.
You all hear a bell ring in the distance. It's coming from the crow's nest of Victoria's ship. Enemies on the horizon!
Well, that's
A familiar voice rings out.
Do enjoy your read, Victoria, but I believe we have a bit of a problem.
Victoria's like weighing the envelope, not sure what this is, but she'll look up at the crow's nest. And I think that's when Bernadette will kind of like snap out of it, or like at least call out to Barnabas. She'll just go.
As you see your barrelman Alexandra ringing the bell, notifying everyone of the oncoming enemies.
That's what she'll shout out then.
Hmm.
Alexandra.
That's what Bernadette says.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw.
Barnabas would make it. Oh, wait, no. I need to see if she passes or fails, because if she fails, it's going to make this so much more sad.
I'm not using that die. It betrays me. At least this one. 15?
Oh.
As
You
Barnabas,
managed to get it out.
but
She's as you see your hands start fading into nothingness.
Oh, it's snow. Oh, come on.
Would Barnabas make it to the railing to see where that came from before she disappears?
I will let you take the roll that I just made for Barnabas's perception, or you can opt to take his passive.
Actually, I don't know his passive. Let me check. I don't think it's very good, though. He doesn't have a very high wisdom. Barnabas. There you are. No, he has to roll. All right. No, let's say it's a 7. It's even worse than his passive.
The name and the voice would definitely catch Barnabas's attention. He would know whom they belonged, but upon searching up for the origin of the voice, he would find nothingness. Arendelle is left alone.
He does know the crew, though.
The crew? You mean the one guy that's on the ship?
So Barnabas is not Arendelle.
Hmm.
Well, it's been a long time.
So you said something was noticeably different about Arendelle, correct?
Yeah.
Something that Barnabas would notice?
Something that Arendelle would notice.
Minus the screaming in his head, obviously, but...
And the pain that's no longer on your arm.
Oh, he'll definitely take a peek at that. Does it look like his hand lid should be?
Yeah, you no longer have the collar around your arm.
A miracle just happened, huh?
Oh,
It only just took your friends.
it feels good.
And just take a quick stretch.
As you stretch, you slowly start to blink out of reality.
I think Victoria will look. It was good to see you again, Arendelle.
I'll see you on the other side.
Says I fully vanish.
El and Toonba and Druid. The rest of your crew members start to awake. As the effects of the wild magic wear off on the party.
Pumbaa like no shit. Pumbaa nudges Elle. Here, watch this when they wake up. Bernadette, Arendelle, you finally awakened. Do you know how long you've been asleep?
Probably about 30 seconds.
It's been 17 years, Arendelle, and I like grab his collar.
It's been 4 minutes.
17 years. I've
Well,
become king of Blizzard Rest since you were asleep.
While you're holding on to my collar, I just kind of stand up and let you dangle off of me.
The houses are still burning. The ash is still falling.
Are we laying in the snow?
You are right past the gates as you all were heading towards the temple when the surge of wild magic affected all of you.
Do I feel the same, or am I back to how I felt before the change?
You're back to how you felt before the change. The screaming is back as well as the numbness in your arm.
Do you still have the letters?
Oh, do I?
'Cause
I mean, I'd search where I had them last time in my coat pocket.
Elle just slowly wobbles up and sits. And she just looks bored out of her mind.
I let go of Arendelle. If the city wasn't on fire, this would have been a funny break.
I'm in a very, very peaceful mood right now.
what just happened?
What is going on?
It's
We
nothing
were
new.
awoken from the illusion.
That can't.
Intelligence for either Bernadette or Arendelle.
I have a higher one.
Intelligence check.
Yep. You both can roll this.
Oh, sweet. Check
It's not one. It's not one or the other.
You did say or. That's what got me concerned.
Well, opening the door for that to be rolled.
I rolled a
19.
19.
Oh shit. 19.
What you experienced, you know, was very real. It felt like a glimpse into the future.
Well, that's concerning.
Elle stands up and brushes herself off, and she just casually strolls towards the city.
Elle, the city's on fire. Where are you going?
Retrieve gun.
That can't be real.
No,
You're
it
literally
very
going to
much-
set yourself on fire and die, Elle.
It very much did happen.
She
Druid check.
she isn't watching back.
Just not yet.
Your gun is burnt to a crisp. I'm not going after her.
Can Druid check if anybody's alive in this town?
In the town.
Fine, I'm going after her, and Tuma takes off running after her.
Yes. Elle, where did you leave the gun?
At the gunsmith. Or yeah, it was a weaponsmith.
It's not there anymore.
As Toomba and Elle run off, Elle darts back towards the town of Toomba in tow as Druid is checking on some of the bodies that line the streets. The bodies are mangled and ripped open, almost as if a canine went for the jugular and showed no remorse. The bodies are also charred, and paw prints are burned into the permafrost that makes up the street.
If I see Druid doing this, I'll follow him and attempt to assist if anyone is still alive, but sorry, Druid.
Amongst the carnage, you find 4 survivors who are holding on but are in pretty rough condition.
I'll hit him with Spare the Dying.
As they stabilize, the signs of the savage attack are still very present on their bodies. As their clothes are ripped to shreds, and the snow that is stained crimson red pooled around them.
Do I know any of these survivors?
Roll investigation.
Wait, how do you roll that?
You got your character sheet open? There's a skill section on the middle of the page.
Yep, and if you click on the plus modifier or minus modifier, it should roll a dice for you.
Well, looky who.
3.
Hello,
You
Psycho.
do. One of the first bodies that you identified some of their clothing you rushed over to. You find the lifeless body of your brother.
That's cruel.
I cradle the body in shock. Kinda in between crying but not at the same time. Can I ask the survivors what happened to my brother?
You can. But the evidence is pretty apparent to you. His clothes too are ripped to shred. His neck is a festering open wound. Looks like one of the hellhounds may have gotten a hold of him.
Druid just doesn't know what to do.
Druid clearly distraught. as you all notice this. Toonba and Elle are making their way to the gunsmith. You find the door's been barricaded and boarded up. Broken glass, riddled in the snow.
Well, at least it's not on fire yet. Tumba's gonna look in the broken window, see if there's anyone in there.
Perception.
Ooh, I can do keys.
Or investigation.
I
I'll let you
would like
choose.
to, use perception, but I'm gonna sniff anything out that like isn't supposed to belong.
Perception.
The smell of sulfur fills your senses as you sniff, as it is fleeting but still present. They say when these devil dogs are around, they leave traces of where they've been.
We need go in there.
You smell the burning wood as the flames crackle in the distance.
Pull out my weapon and check my bullets.
The door is barricaded. To get in, you will have to attempt to break it down or push your way through.
I'm gonna go around the
What about the
side and
broken
see if there's
windows?
like any tiny crevices.
There are broken windows right here. Can we not go through that?
There are broken windows. They are boarded up. The best way I can describe it is kind of Black Ops zombie style, where you can easily see through.
So we'd have
I would have to be
put the
tiny
windows up.
size in order to get through.
Or clear the obstructions.
Wait a minute, I've got this.
You
Punch a hole.
You punch it, there's a crack in your fist.
Roll to hit. Roll to hit.
I'm just watching the little penguin actually do something pretty smart with his fists.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Why are you betraying me, Dice? That's a 10.
Well, I mean, it's wood. It's
Wait, I've got a second attack.
It's ironwood.
What did you roll on your first attack?
10, and the next one is 14.
Roll damage for both.
Ooh.
It is a plank of wood.
It has an AC though.
Yeah, it does.
yeah,
Okay.
AC of 6 or something like that. Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13.
Hey, tables have an AC of 12, if I'm not mistaken.
You punch these boards off and they clatter to the ground in a tumble of timber as dust falls from the ceiling.
I
Easy
just
enough.
maneuver my way inside, probably getting stuck a little along the way, but then just crawling all the way through. I have a feat that allows me to suffice as a small size when I go through crevices.
As you nimbly climb through, you find yourself in a gun store that has seen better days. The man who is behind the counter does not appear to be present. There is a back room and an upstairs to this building.
I'll keep watch outside while
I'm gonna
we're-
quickly listen out using my passive perception. 18. Just for anything in the room besides all the fire and such.
You hear some movement upstairs. You smell that smell of sulfur. It's thicker inside of the building than it was outside.
Okay, I'm gonna make this quick. I'm putting some cloth over my face, and I'm gonna look for my weapon if it's here on the first floor. Otherwise, I'm gonna find some gunpowder and
You find it on a crafting bench. It looks like it was being inspected.
so it's pulled apart.
It is not. It is together and what appears to be working order.
Okay, I definitely just stuff it in my other holster. And I want to take a souvenir with me, so I'm going to find some small bags and just stuff some gunpowder in it. Just as much as I can carry.
You find powder horns. They're easily there and packed. You also find a barrel of gunpowder.
Oh. If I can... it's probably too big to go through the window.
That would be a good use for the floating discs.
Yeah, exactly. We could definitely find a use for that, but... what about ammunition? There's nothing like else here? Nothing of value?
There's nothing that looks like it would fit a pistol.
Yeah.
Looks like they'd fit larger caliber rifles.
Okay. Are there any other weapons other than just firearms?
There are a few.
Some of them magical.
There are a few rifles and shotguns. You can make a roll to see if any of them are magical.
Okay. Arcana check. Here we go. 9.
None of them appear to be.
Alright. In that case, probably just gonna find whatever like valuables, probably like some coins behind the desk, and then go out the same way that I came in.
Yeah. You find a drawer of about 100 of these older looking coins and some of the newer coins that you've even left previously. You can retrieve all of it.
Okay. Yep, and I just push my way outside and slick through almost like a wet noodle.
This L goes in, grabs something off this crafting bench, loots the register, and makes themselves nothing but a shadow in the night as they retreat back through the window. What do you do, Toomba?
Toomba keeps watch outside, but quickly gets bored and tries to use some of that half-melted slush snow to make like a tiny snowman while he's waiting. Like a 5-inch tall.
Hey, you make it perfectly. What does it look like?
It looks like a... And it's not like the little ball, but it's just like... It's kind of like a penguin-shaped mound with a little pointed beak and little flippers on the side.
I suppose you hear a little whine coming behind your shoulders as you're about to finish it. And I slick in behind you.
That was fast, Al. Did you find everything you needed?
Yeah. You artist.
I used to make these when I was a kid. It's been a while since I've seen the snow, so...
Huh. Me remember being little. Having to shoot things.
You'll have to tell me about it sometime, but for now, let's return to the others.
I'm not sure.
About what?
I'm not sure about family. Does Elle belong?
I don't think any of us belong, but we are together by circumstance. We are doing our best to make things work. You are welcome to stay with us, Elle.
I know you try. It gives you a little smirk, and then a pat on the head. Starts walking back.
Toomba, do you go with?
Yeah.
So Elle and Toomba make their way back. You find Druid cradling a corpse in the street.
Could I have been doing something while they were gone?
What would you like to do?
Just when I see Druid, I kind of put 2 and 2 together somewhat on that. I'm just not saying anything. I just crouch down next to him, and I'm going to start ritually casting Gentle Repose. That's it.
Are you secretly doing this, or...?
No.
Okay.
Druid, this random stranger is casting magic on your brother.
Roll a d100. No, you're ritually casting it. Never mind.
Ooh.
Thank you for that bit of insight.
You know what?
Oh.
I'm scared what you come up with for like D
You
900.
forget we have 2 ritual casters in the party.
What is 99 gonna do again?
Not as you lay motionless in the cold snow. Smoke and the crackling of fire as it burns wood echoes in the distance. A hand is extended to you.
Nott reaches out towards the hand.
This armored hand helps you up.
Oh. Gods, where am I?
Blizzard's Rest, you and your friends took a tumble. Are you okay? You've been laying in the snow for a few moments.
Where? My friends. Where are they?
I'm assuming over there, and he points behind you, and everyone is gathered in the street now at this point.
Why? A tumble. Okay. I'm sorry. What? I apologize. If you don't mind my asking, what is your name?
Spencer.
Nice to meet you, Spencer. I am Dr. Nott.
But are you okay? Do you require medical attention?
No. I'm quite all right. I appreciate the concern. Looking myself over, I don't seem to have any injuries, no concussion. I should be completely fine. Just a little cold is all.
You should bundle up here. I think we have some spare blankets inside.
Many thanks.
She runs off into the building.
Oh, God. I really should invest in a heated lab coat.
I do not want to disturb the moment, Tumba says to everybody, and looking at Druid, and he says, but we need to get moving soon.
Few more minutes.
Of course.
I send you
Elle goes away again, silently. I'm gonna look for a spade.
Tumba notices not standing over there.
Roll Arcana.
Okay.
I
25.
assume that's for Arendelle.
You do find the trace of it quite easily. Conjuration has a certain aura to it. You feel it when Elle approaches you.
And I slip past again because I'm looking for a spade.
And you easily find one leaned up against where they trough the horses.
All right,
Is it something on L, or is it L herself?
It doesn't appear to be coming from L, but it's definitely moving with L. It lingers slightly as L passes, and then following.
Kind of look like possession of sorts, maybe?
Yes, you would pursue.
I come back to Bernadette and Druid, and I kick down the spade in front of them, and I look at them as I lean over.
Not this one.
I nod and walk away, let the spade just stand on its own.
Druid, who is this to you?
Brother. It's my brother.
I have to fix something. How tall is this brother? Probably like as tall as Druid is, like 7-8 feet.
About 7.5 feet.
I'm tall. Nice.
If you were guessing, probably about 340 pounds.
Yeah, I can't move him. What'd you say, Druid?
Oh, I was just saying I'm taller. Nice.
Yeah, he was your younger brother.
Is there a way for me to carry my brother somewhere where it's... Wait, is the town still burning?
Yeah. Yeah, there are still flames billowing from some of the houses.
Is there a way I can just make him a grave somewhere where the town's not burning?
Yeah, do you want to carry him out of the town?
Yes.
And roll the strength check for me.
Wait. Oh, God. Oh, I think I did a saving throw. Strength, got it.
I think you're cutting a little bit in and out, Druid.
Okay.
You struggle to get him up at first, but you kind of get that mama bear energy as you kind of power through it, as you just kind of let your emotions take control. You will see Druid lift up this hulking corpse from the ground.
Is it... How long after I started casting this spell until he does this?
Say the spell is finished, completed casting,
Okay.
before they...
Yeah. Let him go then. We
Are you going to bridge till they cast it?
I was originally casting it. Yes, it would take me 11 minutes to cast.
What about you, Arendelle?
The spell I'm wanting to cast is not a ritual spell.
Okay. You get it off. It does what it needs to do. Go ahead and make that D100 roll.
Sure thing, boss.
What spell did you just cast?
Don't worry about it, friend.
Great.
Arendelle is not with the party, by the way.
Oh, okay.
God damn it, boy.
46.
I thought you were just expecting me for a second there, so... I thought you cast a spell onto me.
Oh yeah, no, I cast Fireball at 4th level on you. Directly set it on you. It's also not Fireball damage, it's necrotic damage, so you just evaporate.
he just evaporates.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Zombie red.
It's also not a deck save anymore. It's a con save because it does necrotic damage, so you just die.
So as Drew stands up with his brother and we look around, are we all together except for Arendelle?
Yep.
Great.
Simba is off to the side with Dr. Knot by now.
You don't notice anything. Arendelle.
I'm gonna stay there for about a minute just to see if something happens, but if nothing happens, I'll make my way out of the building.
And you find your party about 400 feet away from the entrance of the temple gates.
I'll begin to casually make my way back to them. I'm in no rush.
How long does it take to get out of this town?
Yes.
You're breaching the outer gates at this point. Is anyone doing anything, El?
No, I'm just walking with the group, but at a slight distance.
Simba's going to be
Does-
talking with Dr. Knot.
That will be preparing the spell, I suppose. He'll be preparing ceremony.
Not, would it be okay if I ask you for some advice while we have a moment?
Naturally. Well, how can I help, Captain?
You were captain at one point, weren't you?
Not for long, but yes. I was captain.
Did your crew respect you?
No. Absolutely not. In fact, many of them, well, all of them went against all the advice, all the warnings I gave them. And now they are my enemies.
I don't want my crew to be my enemies.
Then
I
show
feel-
them, Captain, show them you are worth trusting. You are worth following. I was unable to do so.
And I suppose I will need to figure out how to do that.
We all walk our own paths. We all make our own choices. But in the end, if they are, well, loyal to the captain, to the crew, then that is all that matters. I learned that from an old captain of mine.
Thank you, Not.
Of course, Captain. I am always here to lend an ear, or, well, if you are ever injured.
You may have intentions of dubious morality, but I am happy to have you here nonetheless.
Morality is a vague concept, Captain.
I suppose so.
Drew, you find a nice clearing, unobstructed, in the forest, where pine trees that are glazed over with a thin sheet of ice sort of make this opening, as the snow is unbroken here.
I slowly put down my brother as gently as I can. And then I just stand there staring, trying to say a final goodbye. But couldn't. So he just stares.
Nott places his hand on Druid's shoulder. If you would not mind, I would like to guide your brother to where he is meant to be. Make sure he rests peacefully.
Druid covers his eyes and just nods.
Nott kneels before the corpse, the body, places a hand onto it and casts funeral rite ceremony.
On respect.
The air becomes still, quiet. An air of respect billows over all of you. Many of you at this time have familiar memories and thoughts from your past. Arendelle, you remember those last moments in the sewer. Bernadette, you remember the time in the temple. Hell, with all your brushes of death, it's hard to pick one. But a feeling you were not a stranger to. Toonba. You remember your mother and your father. The last time you were all together. Not. You remember holding Marlon in your arms as he faded away to nothing. For a moment, your emotions are heavy, but you all push through.
Please, I have no soul.
As Arendelle has a darkened halo over his head. The light is fleeting from him as it is significantly darker in his vicinity.
I'd stand further away from everybody else, maybe about like 60 feet, and just lean up against a tree and wait for them to finish.
What is everyone doing?
I think Bernadette's waiting for Druid.
Yeah, I think we all are.
Even though it's hard, Druid kind of walks away.
We need to decide what comes next. Not just what we just saw. That future not even in part of this current past. We are all out of time.
I'm tired of waking up.
This group, whether we like it or not, is together. And if we are to get out of this, we need to start acting like it.
I agree. There have been... I don't want to place the blame on anyone. Ultimately, I am the captain and I take blame for everything that we do, but we can't keep running off and separating from each other. That is how we get into these messes in the first place. Especially you, Arendelle. I know you are hurting. I know you are dealing with things I can't even begin to understand.
Elle looks amused.
But we are here for you. I am here for all of you. I don't know what I can do. God damn it, I'm going to try.
There is something on this, well, unsure if it is island. I felt it. Arendelle feels it. There is something here. But we all saw the broken moon and the other worlds in the sky. I do not know how that is possible. Or that beam of light.
Way above my head. I have no idea how to even begin thinking about what to do about that.
Not. You carry with you a god. Can you tell us what is happening?
Allow me a moment to converse.
Hey, yo, bitch, wake the fuck up.
Shut up, Arendelle. We're having a serious moment.
Can't you tell he's serious? He always serious.
Nod begins to meditate. Cell. Cell, are you there?
Roll a d20.
13.
Cell sleeps.
Then who are you?
Sal sleeps.
He sleeps. Then, who am I speaking with?
Sal sleeps.
Can you say anything other than Cell sleeps?
Who are you?
I am the holder of the time stone. I am Knox Avery.
I am your enemy.
What makes you say that?
All mortals are bad.
And who are you to judge?
No response.
Bernadette is just kind of watching, not, and as he's meditating, we'll turn to the rest of the party and we are in agreement that we are in the past.
From what we have found out, yes.
I'm sorry, Druid. I wish this didn't sound so crazy, but considering the circumstance, we know that there is land here. This world has not flooded yet. We know what is to happen next. Alistair mentioned coming back to watch this. Something must happen here today.
Perception check from everyone.
I think my passive of 16.
21.
18.
25.
From behind Bernadette, up in the mountains, you all see evidence of smoke filling in the atmosphere. Obviously, out of place on the pearlish white skyline.
That's not where the city is it?
This is way up in the mountains.
Could I make just an educated guess that this mountain's probably not a mountain? And in fact, a volcano, dormant,
It
awakening.
looks like a large mountain. The smoke looks unnatural.
Oh, okay, okay.
The smoke looks very out of place.
Who was
Have I
informed
been
of
in that
a
before?
great beast that lived there?
You have been up in these mountains before. It's Trek. There are villages sprawled along the mountains, that belong to the frost giants.
Do I specifically know where that smoke is coming from?
The smoke looks out of place even for you.
Oh,
Is there anything up there that would burn?
It's snowing down here. You can only imagine how much is snowing up there.
Out of character, I know Not was told what this might be last session.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I don't think he told the rest of us.
Yeah, exactly. I've been wanting to say that for so long.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I didn't know about it.
I think if we do not have a way forward, something strange is happening up there, but maybe our first step would be to continue where we left off and go speak with the leader here. Now that we know our bearings and perhaps what has happened, we can have a conversation under less aggression.
I hold up a hand.
Yes, Ruby.
Ruby only has 20 bullets, after which I will not be able to fight.
Hopefully it does not come to that.
Do you have any melee weapons you can use?
Daggers, and she pulls up her pant leg to show the straps of knives.
Do you have any other weapon that you can use?
Ruby tried swords before. Swords only.
I propose, Captain, that we make our way to the ruler of this city, and perhaps along our way, relieve any weaponry that might be of use to us.
Yes, we should find out if he is, well, still alive, not to be morbid about it, but we should see if he requires our aid. Ruby, for now, conserve your bullets as much as possible.
Okay, Captain.
Thank you.
Can you use a crossbow?
Not tried since very young.
If all else fails. I'll give you, I have a light crossbow and bolts.
Oh, okay, so it's not a handheld, right?
No, it's a regular crossbow. Can you use it?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, I'm removing it from my
crossbow.
inventory.
Yeah,
One
I can.
crossbow you can't use is a heavy crossbow.
I'm not going to use that, so I'll pass it to you.
I appreciate it.
Anything else we should talk about while we are here? This may be our last chance before things get hairy again.
What there to talk about?
There is. I'll look at L. L.
Hmm?
We may end up in a very dangerous situation.
I know.
I worry for your state of mind and your sense of self-preservation. It is incredibly lacking.
I not understand.
What you did in your attempt to help Arendelle.
Uma just kind of makes this
Oh.
motion with his faint flipper.
Oh. Yeah. Ruby got a lot of things to think about.
You cannot do that. You cannot throw your life away like that.
She squints her eyes a little bit. Yet, Ruby not matter.
You matter to us, Ruby.
I point to Nod. And then I point to Arendelle. Take down my hand.
What do you mean?
Might be enemies.
Not in Arendelle.
I'm not sure what weird man guy wants.
Cannot deny that there has been some tension, especially when it comes to Arendelle. But as difficult as you can be, Arendelle, I do not believe you are truly as sinister as you make yourself seem. I would like to believe that if worse comes to worse, you will still be on our side.
You have known me for a very short period of my life, Captain. Just keep that in mind.
We have known each other for a very short amount of time. But we are now bound to one another, whether we like it or not. We will have to rely on each other, whether we like it or not.
That is correct. I'm not suggesting otherwise. I'm just saying, perhaps a little distance isn't the worst thing. Trust but verify, if you will.
I can accept that.
My life for this family. No matter what comes. She wars her eyes a little bit. Scrunches her, grinds her eyes. Walks forward towards the town.
Suppose we should all get going then.
Never really understood the purpose of funerals anyhow.
So you're all heading towards the temple.
We're gonna go find
Yeah.
the leader of the city.
And as we're going, I'm keeping an eye out for swords, both short swords and long swords.
It's that voice.
Yes, you find some daggers here in the snow.
You find, 4 weapons. Bows and arrows, quivers. You find long swords, short swords.
I'll pick up the short swords and hold them out to Elle, and I'll take one of the long swords.
Give a nod and I take one.
Is anyone else needing a weaponry?
Dr. Psycho. Might I borrow a moment of your time?
Oh, are you speaking to me?
I would like to have a discussion in private, if you will.
Sure. I do not mind.
Are you having this discussion while the rest of the party goes towards the temple? After everyone's departed from the gravesite?
Sure. If that's the best time for Aaron to pull into the side.
That is something I would wish to discuss with you, and that would best be kept from the others. For now.
As a doctor, I try my best to keep all my patients' information confidential. So you'll be all right.
I'll hold you to that, because one of your patients is in dire need of assistance. I have a plan, but I need your help.
Oh, and what is this plan, if I may ask?
I need you to meet me in my room, in the tavern we were at. When I walk in, I will
The tavern
be
that's burnt down.
not completely. Trust me, I checked. Anyways, I will need you to wait for me there. I will be bringing Ruby with me.
Very well. I will await your arrival.
Thank you, Doctor. I shan't keep you waiting long.
I would hope not. I can be a bit of an impatient man.
As a mother. Now, let's catch up to the others. They're bound to be concerned about us planning to kill each other.
Well, who's first?
Please.
Who's on your list first? Personally, let's see. I think I'll be taking the penguin.
Believe it or not, it'd be Ruby for me.
Interesting.
However, not as she is. Something must be corrected.
This time, the rest of the party arrives at the doors to the temple. The guards clear a way for you all to enter.
Has the temple been touched or burnt in any way? Or does it look like they've...
There are numerous corpses spread out in the courtyard. The sides of the building do appear to be intact. The men look clearly shaken up.
Then we'll like give them a little nod, a silent nod as they walk past. Timber will go first into the temple.
The wall of guards close behind you as you all enter.
And onward to the, I guess, either the throne room or wherever the king would be at the moment.
Elle, Druid, Bernadette, what are you doing?
Going with him.
He's just following.
Yeah.
The reflective surfaces created by the ice in the interior of this temple mirror the reflections of torches flickering in the cold, brisk air. The crackling of the individual torches echo as you walk past them. Guards rushing both ways with purpose in their movements. You hear the screams of the injured as they echo through the halls. As you make your way up this frozen staircase, 2 guards part out of the way as you enter into this grand throne room, of which you've all been in before. You standing pacing in the room is the leader of whom you met. The demeanor of him is changed at this point in time as he looks a little bit stressed. What is everyone doing?
I would have caught up to the rest of them by now, right?
I'm gonna look for escape routes.
Okay. There is a clear way to exit the way you came in, as well as there's a few windows.
Okay, at body height.
That you have healing magic, correct?
Yes.
Perhaps we could show a sign of good faith by helping heal their injured as well.
Ahem.
Oh yes, and we have a doctor as well.
Oh, that is right.
Just like a little wave to nod.
I am more than happy
They'll
to.
just
I am more than happy to lend my services, Captain, but I would advise that we do not leave until I have a chance to rest and regain my strength again.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. We will all need a rest after the day we've had.
Very well, Captain.
And then I'll turn and approach the leader. Your Highness, I'm sorry, I'm not sure how I should address you, but
He looks stressed as he kind of puts his hand on his hip and he looks up. Obviously he was crying. Did you see the streaks on his cheek? He says, "Just call me Valeron."
of course, Valeron. And Tuma's like looks at Bernadette because I think Bernadette had something specific to ask. Like she seemed like she did.
Oh. Your Highness, we come to offer aid.
I don't know how you can help in a time so gloom as this. Our people are dead in the streets, and our enemy marches upon us.
Marches.
Yes. They're coming for the northern side, through the mountains.
Is that where we saw the fire earlier?
Yes.
Who is this enemy?
The Order. Of course.
We sent a scouting party a few days ago and they've not returned. I fear the same thing happened to them that happened to us this evening.
We know the story of the Great Flood, right? Because we were told the story, right?
Presume you all know the story of the Great Flood. There's obvious different variations about it.
Yeah. There's okay. Do you know why this enemy is coming?
My guess is to strike us where it hurts the most. attacking us in our homes, like the spineless cowards they are.
Are we alone in this room, or are we like surrounded by people?
There are a few guards that are monitoring the outer door, and there's kind of like an upper level balcony to this room, and there's a few guards, not many, like 3 or 4, kind of patrolling.
I'll kind of turn back to Toomba and not and just try to lower my voice so only like the party can hear me. I have an idea for a line of questioning, but it might go very poorly. There has to be a stone here. Arendelle and I can feel some sort of magic here. And we know that the deluge is coming. Is it a stretch to believe that one of those stones is here?
If you'll allow me a moment, perhaps I can sense.
I do not know if you can. I do not know if we'll have time to dance around this or just ask directly, but that might cause aggression. He does not have any reason to trust us or even like us.
Just like things should be.
You should not be casting spells in front of them. Not without warning, at least, but...
This is not a spell. All stones hold a connection, and a strong one at that. The dragons can feel each other's presence. The stones can feel each other's presence.
Very well, if you can do it without anyone noticing.
Just, I will attempt. But whilst I do that, please, try not to rile these people up.
Cannot promise that, but I can promise I will try.
That is all I could ask. Asnot takes a seat and begins to meditate again.
D20.
Valeron, may I offer you a drink? You do seem quite stressed.
17.
You're back.
I am. And they see you're speaking to me once again.
Why do you kill?
Sorry.
Why do you kill?
Do I kill?
Why?
Why
Why?
do you kill?
To protect. To save. To guide. Those are my only reasons.
Why do the innocent deserve to die?
There are no innocent. Innocence is a beautiful lie. But I protect those. I defend those who believe in that lie.
Do you believe in your lies?
My lies. I do not. Which is why I tell the truth. Or at least the truth I believe in.
So basically, yes.
One man's truth is another man's lie.
You shouldn't be here.
That is very apparent. This is not my time. Not my era.
Then leave.
Would. However, there is something here I must find. Once it is found, I will leave. I believe you are the one I'm seeking for.
Why? Just leave.
I cannot. You are required. I cannot rest until you are found.
Do you ask any questions, not?
Yes. Where are you?
Is there a
Suspense is killing me.
response? I know, was there a response to the question?
Amidst the rocks and secrets old.
wait just a while longer, you will be found. That is a promise. Breaks out of his meditation.
And
Does time pass normally while you're doing that, or is it like an in and out kind of
It's
situation?
kind of like he's casting augury.
Oh, okay.
May I offer you a drink, Valoran?
Sure.
What's your poison? Water, ale, wine?
He said poison! Toadstool!
It's a figure of speech. Do not worry, guards.
It's an assassin! Get him!
Do you have any tea?
Tea.
Toon was like halfway pulling out his jug, then he stops and looks back at Arendelle.
You snap out of your trance, and both of us at the same time like, he's the one.
The chosen one.
Arendelle, could you spare some tea for our friend?
Oh, why not? I'll make my way to the throne.
So you hand off this cup of tea. He gives you a subtle nod as he slowly starts to drink it, hands trembling like that of a man with Parkinson's. As he is very distraught.
should be ask not.
I'm surprised no one's made note of the 10-foot orb of darkness around me.
That's still going?
Yeah.
I think that was the other things to worry about.
Let him be broody, man.
I know. Also, go over. Is that a problem?
What? The tea? No, it's quite fine.
The darkness following you around like a metaphorical cloud.
Is that from my stash?
Oh. Call it a experiment.
We'll add that to the list of our later conversation.
Which you still haven't brought up, by the way.
We have not had a chance.
We will tonight.
I'll cover it not. Should we ask?
Maybe not now. When we're alone, I will reveal.
Well, then, if that is our own.
I look towards everybody to see if they have anything else they need.
Are we planning on staying here tonight?
Indeed. I feel the need to recover from the ordeal. Just wondering.
If you require any healing, Your Highness, you or your people, we have a few healers among us that can assist. Not much, but some.
Yes, and if you require food, well, no, y'all said the nearest water is 4,000 miles away. Ooh, I wonder if there's water below the ice. I could go ice fishing.
When you first walked in here, you asked if there was anything you can do.
Yes.
My people cannot survive another attack like we just withstood. We need to know if any more are coming.
I push off the wall, come a little closer.
believe we can investigate.
I wish I could send a guide with you, someone who knows the natural landscape, but we don't have anyone.
We all just turn towards
Look
Druid.
to Druid.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll work.
Very well. Would you want us to set out immediately or spend our energy attempting to help heal, and we can set out in the morning?
We have a pretty extensive medical staff here. Those who are still able to be saved, I feel are in good hands. I do worry about a second attack. Set off as soon as you can.
Captain.
It will be done.
He stands up and he extends a hand.
I'll extend the flipper up to him.
Grabs it and shakes it.
Dr. Psycho, I believe we discussed something earlier. Would you mind meeting me there?
Is it that time already? Very well.
It appears so.
Squint my eyes a little bit, and I want to read some surface thoughts. Because this came out of nowhere, pretty much.
You know the rolls? Go ahead and roll that D100 as well.
I'm not prodding into the mind, though. But, okay. Sure.
Still gotta roll that D100.
Then what we
Service.
learn.
Service thoughts is like the 5 words, right? Is that how we were doing it?
Yeah, we'll do 5 words.
10.
That's a safe one. You rolled a 10.
Yeah.
I thought you were arguing with my amount of words.
No, I want 25.
How dare you!
Well, that was aggressive.
No, 10.
10.
I really hope you don't explode. That'll really throw a gear into my wrench into my brain.
Throw gear into your
I
wrench.
hope we don't
I
wake up
want
yet
to be the
again.
one to make you
that'll-
explode.
That'll really throw
Junbo,
a
what are
planet.
you
Whoa.
doing in this exact
Oh.
moment?
Dear God.
No, no.
He is exploding, of course.
I just finished shaking Valoron's hand, and as Arendelle is talking to him, but like turns around to them and is about to say something.
Are you sober currently?
Oh no.
How long has it been since I last drank?
All day.
Probably, yeah, sober. I haven't had a drink recently.
Okay. Nothing happens.
If you were drunk, you would have become sober.
There is alcohol in your system. It would have ignited, immediately killing you.
Yeah, spontaneous combustion. Yes.
Alright, so surface thoughts.
Sure. All right, so first, tea, obviously, because that's what he just drank with his King Buddy Chow. Pao Pun Chan Fran Buddy Gun Gibishgun. What else? All right. Plans. Save. Pain. Mercy.
Alright. Not.
First, a name. Alexis. The stone. A voice. Fear. Regret.
Okay. I'm just eyeing you two as you part ways. Oh. Fucking the thing broke. Come on, man. Okay, let's do it again. I need a link. Give me a second here. It fucking broke for me. Okay. Connecting.
Oh, come on.
I got it, but it crashed.
Oh,
Back.
I literally just
Oh,
sent
there's two
her.
of
You
you.
good? Wait, what?
Feel the
Zero.
close.
The simulacrum.
Are you all heading out of the temple at this point?
Yes.
Was Elle done with your detect bots?
Yeah. And I'm just eyeing them as they part ways. That's the last thing I said.
Are we taking?
Ruby,
Yeah, my eyes fall on you.
would you mind accompanying me for a moment?
Look to the others. Look
I
back.
think Captain is saying we should take an hour to rest.
Yes, take an hour to rest, and we will meet back at the temple door entrance.
Please do not go far, you two.
We just need to run some errands. We'll be back post haste.
I don't even address you, I just walk past.
You will make it to the exit of the temple.
So are you coming with me? Or?
Yeah, I am. I'm just pushing
Yeah.
past you.
There are a few stops we need to make on the way. If there are some things you wish to procure.
Not think anything.
I assume you have your new weapon.
Old weapon.
Fair point. Did you ever retrieve that pistol?
That is old weapon.
Ah, I see. Pardon my confusion.
There was a. Is there a spell store here? Like a, not necessarily magic item store, but is there like a place where I can go buy scrolls?
There is.
Alright. Good in mind. We need to make a stop here, please.
I stop up and just push against up the wall as you walk in.
Is the door still barricaded or?
The door is broken open.
Ah, I see. I'll step over the shattered door and call out.
There's a corpse in the middle of the floor, ripped open. The frail old dwarf.
That's a pity.
Ribs are splayed open. You can see all the internals.
Ribs.
Oh, Ruby, do come in.
Takes a second, but then she turns the corner.
Not exactly what I was planning on doing today, but please feel free. He's not going to need his money anymore.
I'm just gonna go to the shelves and look for some scrolls that I might need.
I shrug once and go and pick his pockets.
What selection do I have to choose from?
There are 5 scrolls. Tucked neatly behind a glass display case.
The only piece of glass that has not yet been shattered.
It isn't broken.
Is it locked?
You can assume so.
Like, is there a visible padlock, or is it just...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Ruby, you wouldn't happen to see a key on that poor fellow, would you?
Do I?
Roll investigation.
Not 20.
Moving a few of the intestines that are now on the outside of the body, clumped up, you do see a keyring.
Alright, and then does not count towards the amount of money that I found on the body?
You find a gold pouch with about 18 of those odd
Alright.
coins.
Very well. Toss the key over to him.
I'll catch it and try the lock with it.
It fits.
Perfect. I will do a quick examination of these scrolls. It's an Arcana check to determine what the spell is, right?
I'll need a check for each one that you investigate.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do all of them.
Ah.
It's a 16.
They're numbered 1 through 5. Which one are you taking?
I'm taking all of them, but I'll check the first one first.
Okay.
So that's a 16 for the first one.
It is a scroll of thunderous smite.
That's a wizard starting smiting around here. Okay. Second one.
Smite wizard.
24.
Scroll of invisibility.
Oh, that's nice. Another 16.
You're not sure about this one.
Uh-oh. Alright, I'll put that one separate from the others so I can investigate it later. Ugh, 14. For the fifth one? Fourth one? Fourth one.
14?
Yeah.
Not sure about this one either.
Damn. Alright. 23 for the fifth one.
Last one is scroll of raised dead.
I'll put those two that I couldn't identify to the side and take the... I'm like putting them in a satchel separate from the other three. And I will pocket the Thunder Smite. That's a level 1 spell, right?
Yes.
Alright, so
Nice
that's
shoot.
a first level spell scroll. And invisibility, that's spell 2. And Raise Dead as a spell 3. Alright. And then two unidentified ones. Sweet.
As you're looting the building here, I was gonna finally turn to you and ask, why bring me here?
Why not bring you here? Do you wish to not be here?
I'm not sure if you want me to be here.
That's an odd response. Do you think I hate you?
I not feel... How to explain?
Take your time. There's not too much time. We will need to be moving on soon.
Why you care?
Why do I care? You know, that's a fair question. Why do I care? Maybe I care because I see something of myself in you. Maybe I care because I've been through what you're going through. Maybe I care because it just makes me feel better about myself. Maybe I don't care at all.
I thought the same of you. So why hostility?
Like it or not, I want to help you.
How can you?
Magic.
Besides contract blood, do you remember words said? I kill king. What if I don't kill king?
Hey, seem to remember no specifics about this king's name. The one that gave you that contract must not be a very intelligent dealmaker.
Still M-marked, right?
For now. I say as I pocket the last scroll. Come with me.
She does.
We have one more stop.
Do you procure anything else from the shop?
I was only looking for scrolls. Anything L found was for L to keep.
I just looted money.
I will toss the key ring back onto the corpse. So
There's a whole display of gems and crystals.
I mean, I'll take a diamond if there is one.
yeah, if they're like
few.
spellcasting components, if there are spellcasting components, I would take those if we just passed by it.
Yeah, there's a whole display of them. There's about 3 diamonds, some rubies. There's quite a few things in this building.
Elle thought about running away.
You say as Arendelle casts crowbar on this display case.
I cast crowbar as a crowbar slides out of my wizard robe and I smash the glass.
And where would you go?
We have always gone. Away.
That's not very specific.
Could you DM me a list of what's in here? As I start pocketing the precious gems.
World never made much sense to Elle.
Well, that's normal. The world isn't meant to make sense to a lot of people.
How old, Arendelle?
That's a rather rude question, isn't it?
How?
You don't see me going around asking how old you are.
Jesus Christ!
Tell you what. I'll tell you something if you tell me something.
Sure. Wasting time anyway.
Why do you not care about yourself?
Family gone. Not long left to live. Getting
Right.
old. And she takes out a strand of hair and it's gray at the base. So, Ruby think do something useful with life. Ruby wanted to bring Arendelle back. Ruby cares for Arendelle and thought she cared for not. But Ruby not understand. Love? Who invented love?
Who invented love? That is a very strange question. I don't think any one person invented love. I believe it's a natural aspect of life.
Natural.
Do you disagree?
You motherfucker! Stop sending me that shit.
It's the weed is all.
Yes.
I'm not sure love even exists.
It does. Much to my own dismay. Well, that was my question. What's yours?
I say as I pocket another handful of gems. And a staff or two.
You grab some of the stabs?
No, just grabbing wands.
I guess like the most pronounced question would be, do you need help with that?
There are 2 wands.
All right, am I able to tell just by what they are just by looking at them, or?
Nope.
Sweet. It's perfect. I'll put them in my bag and we'll worry about this later because we are actually running out of time. Out of the gems I grabbed, what were able to? Aside from those
3 diamonds, 2 rubies, 4 sapphires.
2 rubies, 4 sapphires. Okay.
No, I meant more of like a personal question.
Oh. I not know much about you.
Well, now's the time to ask.
But never considered other people before. Ruby just exists where people need Ruby to be.
And do you like that?
Can't live any other way?
Your life is yours to live. You don't live by others' standards. You live by your own standards.
Ruby chased myth for whole life. Ruby not care anymore.
Myth. What myth would that be?
The stones. Truth be told, Ruby not sure what do with prolonged life. But maybe something will change.
Something will change, Ruby.
Explain to me how life is when long.
What is a long life like?
I say as I reach for one of those artifacts. You're nodding?
No, keep your conversation going.
What, Dad?
A life lived, what?
What am I holding?
It's an amulet.
Oh, sweet.
Oh! I reach for my own amulet and put it next to yours. Give it a try.
You want me to wear this? I don't even know what it does.
But that's exciting. And she gives a little smirk.
That's terrifying. For all I know, this could be the container of some eldritch abomination.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Arguably be an improvement over what I'm feeling right now, but I'd rather have senses over myself. I'll think about that later, but to answer your question, a long life is not as grand and grandiose as one would believe.
Did you put it on? I'm just curious.
I'm not putting it on. I'm
Okay.
putting it in my pockets.
I take note of the ring in your pocket.
No, it's an amulet.
Okay, yeah, amulets. But somehow you can wear it like a ring. Or is that a different item?
Would that activate a necklace? Magic item if you just wrap it around your ring? Oh my god, I never thought about that before. We should test that. that's actually pretty smart.
Alright, well, okay.
A life long lived is not as grandiose as one would believe. It's typically actually rather painful. It's boring after a while. Lonely.
Like that for Ruby entire life. When brothers and sisters die. What would Arendelle do if last day alive?
If I knew that this was my final day, what would I do?
Yes. That's how I feel.
I propose.
Propose.
Yes.
She scoots a little away.
What?
Propose what?
What else could someone possibly mean when they say they propose? If I'm going to die that night, I might as well do something absolutely insane.
Like Mary?
Yes, marriage, proposal. You know, what humans do.
Curious.
Technically, I am already engaged, but I don't like to talk about that.
Oh. Oh, you are.
Arranged marriage. Again, not important.
But with partner not alive.
No, she's probably still alive.
Oh? Maybe we go find partner. Someday.
Perhaps. I take a look at the ring I just picked up.
It's old. It's bronze. Brass, actually, but
And potato. Slip down to the pocket. I believe I've gathered enough of what I need. Don't want to be too much of a magic hoarder. So let's make our way to our final stop.
Again?
I'll just.
what is the rest of the party doing?
I forgot what I wanted to. Oh, after they leave, Toomba's going to look at Bernadette and Druid, and I think that's it. Actually, it's just us three.
And Knots is not here?
Knots went to meet with Arendelle and now.
Yep, nope, Knott's by himself.
Oh, good.
Good.
That's three.
We'll touch on that at the end of the session.
Well,
Bernadette was trying to just find a place to sit down for a short rest, but
yes, we can definitely sit down and rest, and perhaps Druid could tell us more about the lay of the land. I'd like to find somewhere, perhaps a high point that we could look out and hopefully scout for any more enemies.
I actually wanted to know if I have a map.
You do not have a map of the
Yay.
layout of Blizzard's Rest, but you do know it very well.
Okay.
You could say you have a map in here.
You do. Up in your noodle.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I love it.
Up
As
in the
we're-
spaghetti pot.
as we're talking, Bernadette just sits cross-legged on the ground, and she goes to her bag and she pulls out a bag that is very, very damp on the bottom. And then just as you're talking, she's just gonna start doing that same ritual cast over this bag.
Am I thinking of what? Are you doing what I think you're doing?
She's casting Gentle Repose
Pencil cat.
as she's casting it on the dead cat that she has in her bag currently.
Bernadette, why is your bag?
You're not
wet?
doing what I thought you were doing. Thank you for.
What do you think I was doing?
I am not at. I am not obliged to say.
Okay, I know. She starts casting Gentle Repose on.
Now I'm curious.
I know.
She's
As
gonna
a-
have a conversation with you after the session.
Ritually casting it.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm not bringing a spell slot.
Oh god, the moon's green. What the fuck?
Oh, it's the apocalypse.
No, I'm not.
No.
Hold on, I actually want to go check that. Y'all have
We're not in
this
Ontario.
Also, fuck you for that.
Anyways. Well, definitely sit down. We can make a plan. Anyone want to drink?
He's doing his green moon dance right now off screen.
Green moon dance.
Oh my gosh.
You should see his Pop Tart dance.
You should ask him to show you the Pop-Tart dance at the water cooler next time. He dances when he eats Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, it is.
Tumba pulls up.
You know, it's because of you jackasses. I haven't had a Pop-Tart in 3 months.
You're too easy to bully.
Because of you, I go to therapy.
So,
Pull out my
you're
jug.
ritually casting this. We're gonna catch up with Not. What is Not waiting on?
Nod's waiting on Arendelle and Ruby at the pub that was aforementioned.
So, as we walk in there, if we're doing that now,
He should be in the room that I mentioned. He'd know the one. It's pretty hard to miss. It looks like a unicorn rampaged in it.
as we are walking there, I ask, why we loot place for magic items? What do you need all those for?
If this works, I'll tell you.
You... I take out my backpack and still keep walking as I rummage through it. You want this? And she hands you a little buckler.
You hand me a what?
Yeah, a little buckler, a little shield.
Oh, a shield. I'm like, are you talking like a belt buckle? What are you doing?
As much as I appreciate it, I'm afraid I'm not very good with shields or armor of any kind.
Oh, I just thought you liked magic items.
Oh, I do, don't get me wrong. You could even call me a collector. But only when I can use a magic item.
Okay. And she puts it back in her backpack. She goes through the other things.
Bernadette, perhaps.
Okay.
I'll stop at the door to my room and I'll open it for her.
Please, after you.
Okay. Yeah, I step inside.
Is this when you are casting your spell?
That's when the spell triggers. After stepping about 5 feet, brilliant light forms around you, and you are inside a magic circle.
Don't I get a dex save or anything?
Nope.
Really?
As soon as you walk into the circle, it triggers.
Well, okay. Could I at least, like, perception check or whatever as soon as I walk in, or?
It'd be an investigation check.
I'm gonna go for it. It's probably nothing I could pick up with my nose, right?
No, it has no scent.
Okay. Well,
No, the
21.
spell does not make a scent.
21.
Okay. Does not beat a 29.
Well, in
On
that
that
case...
Arcana check.
Well, in that
What
case,
happens once Elle enters into the
Yeah.
magic circle?
Well, first off, she doesn't feel anything. She just sees that she's now inside of a giant glowing cylinder.
Okay,
I'll
so
walk around it and close. Before walking around, I close the door.
Good doctor, would you mind casting that spell I mentioned?
It took you
Look
long
over.
enough. Yes, all right. Give
Yes,
me
well-
a moment.
This shouldn't hurt a bit. Don't worry.
Not claps his hands together and begins casting Detect Evil and Good.
I want to resurface... Well, I want to prod their minds at this moment.
Is that a divination spell?
What, me?
Or is that enchantment?
Enchantment.
Enchantment? Alright. I was about to say, because that gets counter fucking spelled.
Just...
But no, enchantment spells can still work.
Okay.
I just want to see real quick the specifics of the spell.
Sounds like 2 spells were just cast.
Let's see.
2 D100s, please.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing says you can't do that. All right.
Ooh, 25.
25 and an 88.
So this cylinder I'm stuck in, is it only like 5 feet wide?
You are in a 10-foot cylinder by 10 by 20-foot cylinder.
Not. You grow squid-like eyes on your face.
Ooh, matches the tentacles. Nice.
That's actually aesthetically pleasing.
And then 48?
And 88.
88.
88. The party swaps personality traits.
What the fuck?
Now, I need to know which personality trait we're swapping.
Bernadette.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh
What?
no! Oh no!
Wait,
It
what?
became permanent?
Who is swapping which personality trait with who? I have a few.
This is only for 1d4 minutes.
Okay.
3.
3 minutes.
All right. Wait, I need to know who's swapping with who. So I can get in the get in the character.
I'll let you guys get fun with this. I'll let you decide who's is swapping with who.
Is it the whole party or is it just us three?
The party.
Ah.
Oh fuck.
Dude.
All right.
Oh, well,
Who you got, Arendelle? Who you got?
Not bodies, personalities.
Can I get Arendelle?
Why do I feel sober?
Fine, I'll take I'll take Bernadette. What am I doing here?
We're swapping personalities, not memories, right? So we still know why we're here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we just get this over with?
Yeah, I really don't like this not drunk feeling. No,
I
that's what
frown.
say.
I frown and look at them. And I hold up my bag. Take out a gun.
Whose personality did you take, El?
Arendelle. Go fuck yourself, I say. And I shoot my bag where all the gunpowder is in.
Did you just say you shoot a bag full of gunpowder?
Yep.
That doesn't seem safe.
Give me a second.
I'm going out, guns and blazing.
Going out? What the fuck?
You are insane. That's
Yep.
Why are you doing that?
Why is Arendelle insane?
Arendelle's not insane, trust me.
No.
He hasn't gotten there yet. But I guess if that's what you do, I'm going to magic missile your hand to shoot the gun out of your hand.
There's a magic buckler in the backpack that attracts magic missiles.
It's in the bag though, and you're shooting at the bag.
I hadn't equipped it last time and it still shot after me. I'll have you know.
That's cool.
I'll let Shy rule on this one.
I'm getting dice out. Just give me a moment.
One way or the other, the bag's exploding. Just depends on whether or not this is going to be a fire explosion or it's just going to fall out.
Yeah. I also asked how many, like, horns of gunpowder did I pick up?
Oh my gosh.
Fucking damn. Everything's happening.
You only grabbed the horns?
Yep.
There were only 3 packed horns.
Shit, so that's
This
a
is
small
such a-
size explosion then.
Such a well-structured plan, too.
So it's basically just TNT levels of explosion.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay. So you
Go
got all
that
three.
far.
You got all three horns.
Yep.
I'm gonna make both of you roll initiative checks to see who goes first in this instance. I don't feel like I can justly just say one of you goes first here. I think the dice need to decide.
Yeah, I understand that. I don't have a good initiative modifier, and I know L does.
15.
17.
I could fucking cast another goddamn spell.
Inspiration.
Alright.
I'm not gonna use it anymore, so that is the only thing I can use it on. Well, fuck, that was even worse.
17 still beats. Alright, I'll deal with the consequences of my magic effect, but I want to make sure that she's not going to explode us.
The bag, as the magic missile rips through the cloth, severs the bag. The gunshot barely missing the bag as it's falling. Roll the D100.
Boy, here we go.
Fuck. Hopefully this one doesn't make a fireball. That'd be a waste of
We're
time.
fucked.
49. I feel like we rolled that already, didn't we? Or was it a 48? It was something in the 40s. I can't remember.
Pirate Scorn.
I do not know what that is.
The player becomes the subject of ridicule among pirates, imposing disadvantage on social interactions with them.
Ah! I already have that in real life.
Now, you don't feel much different.
Yeah, I do not feel much different. Now, let's calm down. You're not in trouble and you're not going to be hurt. We're all here to help. Why am I holding my hands like this? This is weird.
I just look at you for completely deadpan.
Let me know when those of you need to go.
Dude.
I will need to leave soon.
Okay.
My good doctor did the spell go off.
Yes.
Yeah, detect good and evil, so... What do you see here?
Does he also see what I saw?
What you saw.
Yes. Back when I was first tracing that conjuration energy. Does
Where's
he
the bag
see
right now?
thing inside her?
Is the
I'm
bag on the
basically
floor
asking,
or
is
what?
she- my assumption was, yeah, it's on the floor. It's like scattered out. I'm basically asking, is she possessed? Because that was my original question, and I came to that assumption. I'm confirming this with the spell.
You don't think so. There's...
Not me, him.
The spell
That's what the
would-
spell's for.
The spell would show.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that Elle is possessed.
Nothing new. Nothing different.
Well, that's concerning.
You're gonna kill me?
I told you I'm not going to hurt you. What would it take for you to believe that?
Does detect evil and good detect good and evil in a radius? Or only on one specific thing?
Yeah, it's
There is a heavy evil in this room.
within 30 feet.
That's
of
not
radius.
coming from Elle.
Yeah.
Who's it coming from?
Arendelle.
30 feet.
I throw my guns on the floor and hold my hands up.
Would you calm down? You're not in trouble. Seriously. Relax. Oh, that's weird saying. When is this going to wear off?
About a minute. You got a minute left.
I forgot.
I feel a sudden urge to eat raw fish. It's disgusting.
There is an evil emitting from you, Arendelle. No, that's nothing new either.
Well, of course it isn't. I suppose my hypothesis was at least partially incorrect. Something is following me further. I just don't know what it is. Back when we originally returned, there was a trace of that conjuration magic. And it was like a phantom following her. I was assuming that perhaps she was possessed by something, but maybe she's a key.
It might be Alistar.
If that was the case, his spell should have gone off. He should have seen something, anything. But there's not even a trace of it on me.
You do smell the conjuration magic still.
What is this?
Hey, roll investigation if you'd like to pinpoint it.
Yes. What's my modifier? I think it's a...
DC is...
I see these guys peer on me. And I don't give a shit, so I start undressing.
I'm slapping you with some guidance, my good friend.
Thank you. It's plus a d4. I don't have a d4, so I'm just going to roll it. That's all. Ooh!
Get it over, and I just cross my arms so that a side view, you guys.
Okay, so I rolled the check. I passed the check. Probably that's a 27, and then I see that. I'm like, oh my god!
27. It is definitely coming from the amulet.
Well, at least I was able to figure it out before I saw that. Oh,
That's true. Where did that amulet even come from? We never knew.
Bernadette, roll wits and awareness.
What?
No.
She almost did it. She almost did it.
I was trying to think, what dice do I... Wait.
I'll say the rest of the party's probably returning back to the inn, unless you all had other agendas.
We were taking long rest at the temple, right?
Yeah, we not a long rest. We took a short rest. We agreed to meet outside the temple.
Yeah, those of you who took a short rest have gained the benefits.
Get spell slot back.
And we're back. Oh, God. Remind me to never eat a fish again in my life. I don't know how, but I could taste it. Oh, that was awful.
I still just grump crossing my arms, looking at you guys.
The deadpan was actually quite comforting.
Nah, you can roll investigation if you wish. I didn't pinpoint where.
Sure.
I could
Your
really go
feelings
for some
coming
fish for some reason.
Plus that.
it's the amulet that she keeps using to breed mummies.
Yeah,
That
that's the only thing that I still have on my person. Actually, I'm just holding it in my hand.
20 investigation.
It's coming from the teapot.
That Arundel's holding.
All right. And ignoring the fact that you're standing buck naked in front of me, I need that amulet.
I would get rid of that teapot as well.
What?
Well-
You not care about that?
But I... Oh, shit. I did get it wrong. But the tea!
We have plenty of tea at the ship.
What ship?
The ship.
It's not there anymore. We're not there anymore. Cross Rocks got it. If you believe that it is worth not getting cursed for to never drink tea again, I'll leave that decision to you. I'll hand in the teapot. I cannot bring myself to do it. Just please don't make me watch. As for you, Ruby, the amulet, please.
I coil my tail around my waist.
I'm not looking anywhere aside from your eyes.
And she looks away.
What would it take for you to give me the amulet?
A normal life.
That's it. A normal life. Do you want advice on how to get one, or do you want me to force you to have a normal life?
To speak without amulet.
You know that's what I've been doing, right? I've been teaching you how to speak. If you take it off, you can try.
I just take the amulet and I just slam it on the floor right under his feet. And I hiss at him.
Oh. Are you trying to break it?
No.
Okay.
Just throwing it
Just
to
like
him.
throwing
But I'm really mad about it, yeah.
skitters
I
across the
definitely
floor.
just feel humiliated.
Now, let's all calm down.
Oh,
This-
without breaking eye contact, I just reach down, pick up the amulet.
Try saying something. Human being.
Okay.
Remember the first word? Well. Oh, what?
Oh, Lord.
Well, that works. Also, just don't get too mad and don't lunge at me, but you're not actually trapped. You could have left the circle at any time.
I look at the magic circle, and look back at you, and I just flush.
Oh, shit!
Oh, God.
As we end tonight's session, all of your players have one last thought. Bernadette remembers the look on Barnabas's face. Toonba, remember that feeling of your parents. Arendelle, the last few words you spoke to an old friend. Druid, remember last time that you saw your brother happy and healthy. WaWor, you remember how happy this amulet made you feel and how freeing it was. And not. You remember that snide look on Alistair's face. We'll catch up with everyone next week.
I was seriously expecting Elle to be like possessed, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna trap this fucker so hard." And then you're like, "No, there's no evil."
Yeah, I'm all open to the assumption that you guys are gonna fucking kill me, so I'm gonna go out some my way, man.
No, Elle's been evil from the.
I
fucking
wanted to give
beginning.
you the fucking shield, so if you guys cast a spell, you would shoot each other. That's.
I rolled up the explosion damage. I had it ready to go.
Oh
Fucking damn.
No.
Tell
the
us,
only
since it
thing-
doesn't matter now.
The only things that this
35 explosion damage is what it
Ah,
was.
fucking damn.
That
Yeah,
would
well,
actually have
hit.
taken me out, wouldn't it?
But probably would have taken a few of you out.
No, I'm fine.
No, actually, I have 3 HP left then. Okay.
Would have been 3d6 per item blowing up, so.
Oh.
Christ.
And there was 4 of them, so.
That spell is specifically meant to contain fiends, celestials, elementals, fae, and undead. You could have walked through at any time. That's why you were able to walk.
Dumb
through.
rat! Okay?
You never tried to leave. You
It
just
was a
sat
good.
there.
That was a good use of a bluff, though, Erdo.
It was.
He was prepping it for a minute. too,
But-
he,
Yeah.
But now you have
that's
a
a
rat with
threat,
a vendetta against you.
Yeah, as evidence of you lunging at me.
So some of the wild magic rolled tonight that had no effects is any alcohol drank in the next minute causes whoever drinks it to spontaneously burst out and dance.
I need some alcohol. Someone
No.
give me alcohol.
And somewhere in the world, a ghost fleet has been summoned.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Well, we won't have to
guys,
deal with that in
don't-
15 years.
Don't worry, guys. It's in the past. It's
I know
not gonna
it's-
happen to us.
Someone's playing Sea of Thieves right now, just having a really bad time.
Oh no.
All right.